guys have a good weekend? Okay. So, I know there's not that many of you, but you guys are just a really good-looking crowd. Thank you for being here. A little bit about me. My name is Vero and I was born in Mexico. That's south of here. A lot of people flunk through geography, so I want to make that clear. And as a Mexican born, I basically am the youngest of 11. Yeah, my mother had me at 40. She thought it was a stomach ache. And when I was 7, I lived in Mexico, in a small little town down south by the name of Jerez, Zacatecas. And we had cobstones and an ice cream guy, and I spoke Spanish, and I was happy. And one day my parents come up to me and said, "Hey, you want to go to Disneyland?" I was like, "What, Mickey? Yeah, let's go." So we came to Disneyland, and we went to, I got to see Mickey and Goofy, and then we never left. But I was a little disappointed because I wanted to live in Disneyland. It's big enough. But no, instead, we lived in Norwalk. And so basically, being the youngest of 11, what that means is I have a shitload of nieces and nephews. And they range anywhere from 1 to 45. Yeah, they're older than me. And these little fuckers, this new generation is just lazy. They're just lazy little fuckers, The internet, whatever, iPhones, they've made it easy to not speak in full sentences. Everything is OMG, LOL, TTYL. I'm their aunt, and in Spanish, aunt is tía, so I'm their tía Vero. Well, those fuckers have reduced me down to TV. And they push my buttons, and one of these days they're gonna turn me off. But, the beauty of it, too, is that I am the only lesbian in my family. Yeah, gifts from God. And so, it's been fun, and it's been fun seeing the growth of my family and just in general the popular culture. The fact that, when I first came out, people, the lesbians and gays at the time, they knocked down doors. My generation, for the new generation, we're knocking down walls. It's like, y'all can get married now. So I'm just saying, we've done something good. So, I'm assuming everybody's from SF, and so I hope you are. If not, there's this car service here in San Francisco called Lyft, spelled with a Y, Lyft, and we put on a pink mustache on our cars. So I'm a Lyft driver, and I have better luck of people laughing when they're next to me. I don't know what you're all doing. You need to drink some more tequilas. I swear to God, I'm funnier if you're drunk. So go check out and talk to Arturo. And so I gave this girl a ride, and we were in the car, and the conversations are very basic and repetitive. They're the same thing. Where are you from? How long have you been a Lyft driver? How long have you been a Lyft user? Blah, blah, blah. And we always get to the question of, where do you live? And this girl had her grandparents visiting from Orange County in the back seat. She was in the front seat. She looks at me and she's like, "Oh, so where do you live in San Francisco?" And I said, "I live in the Marina." Kid you not, this is what she does. "You live in the Marina?" What the fuck is she trying to say? I was waiting for her to be like, "Oh, are you a nanny or something?" I'd be like, "No, bitch, I live in the Marina because I can afford it." I can't. I found a really cheap apartment. But I was a little insulted, just like she looked me up and she's like, "You live in the Marina?" She's like, "I'm so jealous." I was like, okay. interesting. And it's so funny because everybody always asks me if I have fun stories about Lyft and all of that. And no, I don't. Everybody's normal with the exception of like just the drunk people, on a Friday, Saturday night. And they just like, they slur their address and they're like, and where? Gotham Franklin are like parallel. But I figure it out and I get them home safely, and that's all that matters. So living in San Francisco, being single, it's difficult. It's difficult because I look at myself in the mirror. I'm not bad looking. I would fuck me. Like, I really would. But it's hard to, find a quality lesbian nowadays. But I went to this event, and I actually have hope now. I went to this event called Lesbians From Tech, and the people who love them. I was like, fuck it, I don't care, I love them, let's go. And I show up to this event, I don't know anyone, and I swear to God, I wet myself because I was in an episode of The L Word. There was a fucking Beth, there was a Shane, there was even that crazy bitch Jenny up in there. And I was so happy. And all of a sudden, this really hot, Brazilian girl starts talking to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in heaven and I'm so lucky. But she then turned out to be 24 and had a girlfriend, and I'm like, fuck. But then, after I brought her a drink, because, I'm a lady, I buy people drinks, we're standing there, all these lesbians just come to this Brazilian gorgeous looking girl, and they're like, hi, they're tripping over each other, just trying to talk to her. And I hug her, and I said, oh my God, you're my new wing woman, and you and I are gonna hit San Francisco this weekend. I went to an event yesterday, and guess why they remembered me? Hey, you're the friend with that really hot Brazilian, right? I'm like, yeah, that's me. It works to have hot lesbian friends. I haven't gotten laid this year, which is sad because last year, by this time, I had gotten some. This year, not so much. But the good thing is that the year's not over. So I'm still hopeful and optimistic. And so with that said, I have a joke for y'all. And this is one of my favorite jokes. So I hope you laugh. So there was a Mexican guy and an American guy in hell. And the devil says, in order for you to get out of hell, you need to give me a sentence with the words green, pink, and yellow. And the American guy's like, all right, this morning my wife was wearing a pink dress, yellow shoes, and a green bag. The devil's like, your wife's fucking tacky ass dresser, but fine, it's a sentence. And it's the Mexican's turn. And he's thinking, and he goes, okay, this morning, the phone green, I pinked it up, and I said, yellow. Really? Come on, guys. That shit was funny. That was funny. You know you're going to tell it tomorrow at work. Don't even pretend. Thank you guys very much. Again, I've been very blessed to be here on stage with Comedy Bodega with an amazing producer like Marga Gomez. And I think that Marga is an icon for the lesbian world. I think I'm gonna make posters and t-shirts because she's just the bomb. Thank you very much for everyone for coming, and enjoy the rest of the show.